barbed wire. He sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquhar. All the girls in the front row, all the girls in the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Lawrence steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense?
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Off play action, Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget it all.
Now Lawrence to throw.
I've been on I've been there by your travel. I'm in the store to put the travel. That's it. Don't leave your head right there, okay? Go right there. There you go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted.
Cause I don't recognize a thing about it that don't even matter. I can try, I gotta shoot the body. The 50G music in my body.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Not a think about it.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go,
out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's getting me killed out
so
here.
far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty.
Seen a lot of things, but I never see my spirit growing.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Fields.
I'm taking way too long to this out.
I
just want to stay by you.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
To the house out of that.
First and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down the ground. Lawrence will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Lawrence on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Good job.
In
He
this
played
situation
smart.
if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Fields. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And
That's bullshit.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half,
Stop. Don't start the gay
and
shit.
now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that'll be
That's bullshit. That shit should have been in.
Short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly,
this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 67 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here this third quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
For the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Thank you.
That is incomplete.
Nigga tried. He tried. That's why he's holding that shit there. Wrong. He did it. He thought I was stupid. He thought I was stupid.
Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field.
That's a fucking
He's got a
tackle.
man complete. Look at the big man rumble.
He's a
And he
cute little
takes it
rabbit.
in. Touchdown,
I
Jacksonville.
tried to push you back.
Evan Ingram, 56 yards. And the Jags have regained the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. It fights him off. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
Give me that!
Inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Flushed out right.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
Put my
That's
head up.
opposite a lot of game plans
But
in
like I
today's
got
NFL.
contested. Them press I
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the
make me
quarterback
want
hemmed
to
in. In this
I
case,
can't light no
they
more.
brought the heat, and if he
They're
flushes
not,
out,
don't ain't got
they're
but my
fine
guys
with that,
no more.
and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target.
You know I put them on. He was backpedaling like a motherfucker on that one. I can't backpedal like that no more.
On third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Out to his left. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second
I
goal.
say I got on white because
There,
I'm
Charles, to
losing.
dot the I, stay
It's all
in
just
bounds,
a
get both
pass.
feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
I should have put him off guard. That's bullshit.
Close to the goal line.
Dirty
Getting his feet down.
Dirty
Across the tee as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
Being chased out left.
End
zone. Touchdown. Steelers.
Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A short throw to Ingram. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown,
fucked up.
Jaguars. Evan
You
Ingram
fucked up big time with that one.
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh 1st.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the give, it's Warren.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
All eyes on Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Finds Pickens outright.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Flush to his...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is
That's bullshit.
intercepted.
That was bullshit.
It's Devin Lloyd with
that
the
was
pick.
so much
And
bullshit.
The Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete.
That's a drop.
And he's brought down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now Fields.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly.
Oh,
I couldn't wait for something wrong to throw that ball.
Comeback plans. It is intercepted.
I took way too long to throw that fucking ball. That was my fault. That was my fault. Because I wasn't even turning the ball over all day.
Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Fine, the
And he goes
it's
down
all right.
before getting this inside the 25. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Don't talk back unless you do, son. I make the backyard be like
Tekan aku juna bor.